Winamp, you had one job. Let's see. I guess OBS, you had one job. Can you guys see the Winamp box? There we go. I didn't know if you could see it bouncing around as I shuffled between the windows or not. The FPs are at 46 and dropping, even with the game just sitting here paused. It just kind of shuffles around and does its own thing. We don't have any unnamed dwarfs at this time. Everybody's got a name. So those of you that have died, you'll get replaced. Probably in the next migrant wave. Which will be a bit of a clusterfuck, because I don't have the names of the people wrote down that died. So we'll just have to go through Dwarf Therapist alphabetically and see who's in there and who's not. If you remember that you died in the Battle of Groblin Choke here, or whatever, I don't know what we're calling this battle officially. The Battle of Fallen Twigs. Something ridiculous. Hello, alien man. I've also got a couple ideas as to future projects to figure out. I said that I wanted to do some type of minecart through the fortress. And I think what is eventually gonna happen... I don't give a fuck about the animals. Shut up about the animals. Animals don't matter. But we're gonna turn this whole corner here into a wood pile, and then probably drill through the soil here, and make like a little minecart shaft all on its own that spirals down through the fortress to the workshops. I don't care about those dirty animals, and I never will. We've got everything we need from them. At this point, all those animals are is friggin' drain on my FPS. We've had 2 sieges, Alien Man, and we stomped them both. We did have a couple losses each time, but that's pretty much to be required. Or to be expected. And I've also thought about, instead of turning this into GoldenEye's tomb, just in case he ever loses his baronship after he's dead, this tomb would always be his. One of the things that I think we'll do is give the nobles their own little tomb area a little bit further down. Basically, all of the noble rooms will have a secret stairwell that leads down into the noble catacombs here. So this will be the Baron's tomb. He'll be the first one to get one. Hopefully not the first one to use it. And let's see. But I feel it's better to do this than basically waste that room when he inevitably does die. Okay, that'll be your little tomb. And they'll have their own little secret area down here. So the nobles can have their own secret society down in the noble catacombs. Where they'll worship who knows what. We'll put a secret temple down there too to some creepy god. For the time though, most of the dwarfs are socializing. They're listening to poetry. Who is being a poet? Partheed. Read A World of Scrapping. I don't think you're reading that out loud. You're most likely sitting in the library reading it. It's George Carlin reciting poetry. It's called Suddenly the Wise Will Tell. It's an example of the cerulean truth. The work has no particular subject and the writing is completely serious, yet it is stunningly self-indulgent. Overall, the poetry is very, very bad. It concerns the specific place originating in the empires of rain. And no, we've not had any Forgotten Beasts, thankfully. But that's bound to happen at some point. The Forgotten Beasts and Titans of the world won't turn their eyes from this place forever. You don't need a job, Metal Slime. You need to socialize. Even though I'm not sure why you're not socializing. You're sitting in the library right now with a bunch of other dwarves reading like one of the 2 books that we actually have. The Movement of Animals is laying on the floor, being trampled and stomped on by the animals. Yeah, tons of frogmen. I'm surprised we don't have any additional dead frogmen right here, right now. We also have this little training pit filled with water and blood that basically no one ever paths into or steps into. I'm half tempted to expand it out to this wall. What's wrong with you? So, you're injured. Your left lower leg is smashed open, your right lower leg is torn open. You've slowly been getting treatment, but I don't know why you're not getting treatment right now. Whatever, Metal Slime, you can make all the excuses you want. I'm not gonna judge you for what you read. You read what you want to read. Han Solo and Douglas Quaid are up top fighting. Chimpanzees, a Nith. Oh yeah, I think we had a Nith. We do have a Nith down here. It's a size 15 bipedal, a small relative of the kobold. It lives in caves. It's shy, but it's said to be very friendly. Except for the fact that it just knocked my warwolf unconscious. If my war animals can't deal with that thing, we might have to sick the military on it. And it just dispatched another one of my dogs. A war dog unconscious. Okay. I don't care how friendly this damn thing is. I want it out of my fortress. Get the Nith out of here. It's probably got rabies. It's taken down another stray wolf by the neck. A war pig as well is getting beat up by it. Come on, guys. It's just a Nith. Super tiny. There we go. No, it was riding the war pig for a second. It gets bucked off and thrown to the ground. And our warwolf died. You bastard. It's tired. It's fainting. And the war pig decides to leave it be. And I'm going to assume that it did not die. Why are you not dead? Why is my military not finishing you? I have a feeling that my military might be slightly afraid of it. Douglas Quaid charges after the Nith and strikes it down finally. Just remember, the Nith are not kobolds. They're not nearly as cute. Apparently they're evil, hateful little bastards. And what is going on now? We got giant ants down in the cavern somewhere. There's 1, 2. Mechanical yells, you know what to do. Get yourselves down here and get a piece of the action. Instead of going the proper way, they all run up to the surface for some reason. What the hell? Station yourselves there, please. All my little war puppies are gonna die before they're old enough to be trained. Red World, you charge first down into the caverns. Looks like it's you and Mad Max fighting the ants. Max takes your lead as you bounce off one to the other. I think you just killed like 6 of them without even blinking. 5 giant ants in the blink of an eye. Red World looks around at the rest of the military dwarfs that showed up and like just shrugs. I don't know what the false alarm was about, guys. You can stand down. I thought that I fixed their schedule so that they don't need to gear up. Like, they should be training year-round. When they're inactive, they're gonna be uniformed. They're sleeping in their rooms at will, which is fine. I don't know, the military is just a big clusterfuck half the time. And Rilder, you've grown attached to your iron scimitar. Congratulations. Really, GoldenEye? You want more tables? And everybody is wanting better rooms now. Metal Slime wants a better office. Or you need an office. Okay. I'm horrible at keeping up with my nobles' demands, so... Metal Slime. Diggy Bear and Disomega share in that room. As far as I know, they're both still alive. I'm not even sure you've got a noble room, Metal. There's Grimmeth's room, Metal Slime. I guess you really don't. Okay. Give you some cabinets to store your crap in. It's coming down probably to all of the rooms overlapping. Everybody's clothes are just lying around. We need to fix this problem. I'm going to assume that they all need chests. And they all need cabinets of some type. Can't stand seeing all these dirty rooms. Pick up your crap, dwarves. I know y'all weren't raised in a barn. These nobles will get extra ones. I guess if I want to be super lazy, I can send Rambo to engrave all of their walls. Is that what your dwarf is wearing? The war pig trainer was raised in a barn? True. Let us see if there is anything he can train for war yet. There has to be something that's grown up. A bunch of piglets. Oh yeah. 2 raptors. The wolf pups will be ready soon. Tiger cubs, we've only got 3. I think that we lost some. A couple wolves standing by. For a second I thought that was going to be a war duck. I was actually really excited. Oh yeah, one more thing. We should have enough tablets now, like those tomb tablets. Memorial slabs, I think they're called. Need a bunch more coffins. So how do I build that? Restraint. Slab. Do they... How do I see... Let's see... Expand, contract. Here we go. Have to do it the slow way. I just want to make sure that I place the ones that have actually been engraved to specific dwarfs at this point. And we'll read their memorials. See what the other dwarves said about them. Probably nothing good. Whoops. I think that might be it for ones that are actually engraved. Now we got Slaxer's memorial and Parth's memorial. And that'll be it. These things can have the same type of information as an engraved wall or artifact or something. It looks like he's wearing a suit made out of bananas. It's the Banana Man. Whoa, what's that say? The dwarves of the problematic arrow now know a few facts about raptor training. Good job, Deso. With all the raptors that you've trained over the years, you've enhanced our knowledge. I have no idea what that means, but we now know more about it. I don't think it looks like that, does it? I'd say there's a whole lot more feces on the floor and walls than I see in that house. Because all I see in that house is the look of disappointment. And there's not a whole lot of that running around our fortress right now. Even if there is a bunch of puke everywhere for some reason. Some migrants have arrived. Oh boy. Chimpanzees. Let's see how many it is, how screwed we are. With any luck, maybe it'll boost us up to 140 and we can get Bowser and then I can turn it back down. Okay, 124 dwarves, that's not too bad. It'll take a couple more migrant waves of that size, though. Okay. These rooms set up. And I'm still not sure if I want to, like, build a temple back here or some type of small dining hall area for the dwarves, or just more bedrooms. The goal eventually is to have a bedroom for every single dwarf, which is going to take a while. Let's see, we are a city now, Metal Slime. The city of Telkadol, most hatchets. Well, I want to have like just a couple of small dining halls scattered around, and then one big massive one somewhere. Okay, let's see if I can take a better look at these. It's a Rappa Granite Memorial to Slaxer. It's a superior quality Rappa Granite Memorial. This slab reads, in memory of Slaxer, born in 1832, suffocated, slain by the Groblin Nigurjung, Dread Lantern, and Etsop Edzum. The Sieges of Boring. The name fits! In the year 1881, Captain of the Guard of the Problematic Arrows from 1879 to 1881, united with Nichols. So that siege with the Groblins was the Sieges of Boring. Nobody was impressed with it. Let's see, Parth, in memory of Parth, ye bled to death. Slain by the Moss Dwarfette Page Telkordai. Furby 2, suffocated, slain by a frog woman. Cowboy Duke, bled to death, slain by a Grobliness in the Molten Assault. Let's see, Problem Slough struck down by the Groblin Dang Muddlehells with a bronze jagged spear in the sieges of Boring. The color red-purple made you happy. The color of your blood as it spilled from your body. In memory of Aurelius, bled to death, slain by the Grobliness with a bronze hand axe, cleaved him in two. Chanot, struck down by the Grobliness Nagoso Froth Devils with a cobalt hand axe. Fitting, since he made our 10 hatchet, I guess. Creator of Marsh Prince, slayer of the Dune Dweller Playwright Gladness Jade, lover of the Brave Radiance. Rest in peace, Chanot. And Jizdonka, bled to death, slain by the Grobliness Atu Strapped Fly with the Spiked Mace, slayer of the Grobliness Stazu Lean Profane, and at one with Magmatite. Yeah, most of our dwarves, except for like Furby 1, have all died in battle, I think. What's wrong with the song title? "20 Idlers." I love it right now. Again, we could be having them do a bunch of stuff here, but this is the season of mingling. It's late summer. I kind of want them just to mingle and hang out. Get to know each other before winter. We've got more than enough drinks and food to last us quite some time. I'm really surprised our military hasn't killed themselves, or haven't had any accidental deaths. You know what, I take back everything I said about having them just stand around, now that I think about it. Because this little area here, I'm pretty sure is incredibly dangerous for our dwarves. 70 blocks. Let's fill this in right here. And get this ready to be turned into some type of little training barracks or something. I want at the very least another layer right here, so that this isn't just one tile high. Welcome back, Parth. Look at how many trees are out there. Doesn't that make you guys a little bit sick after what we did? They grew back in less than a year. How are we supposed to wage war against nature if it grows back quicker than we can chop it down? I'm not even sure it's worth cutting them down, P-Kunk, with as quick as they grow. Some of these trees are quite tall, too. 5 or 6 Z levels high. But oh yeah, speaking of that minecart tunnel I wanted to build, basically we would have the wood stockpile here and it would feed the minecart, which would take it all the way down, spiraling down somehow, down to over here, where we'll have basically like another wood stockpile and all of our furnaces and smelters. I just don't know how I want to set that up yet. So I feel like you need to build your mine carts from the top down, right? So I would really need to start kind of channeling out up here instead of building from the bottom. If I could find some magma to put out there and start fires, I would. But I'm slightly hesitant to go any deeper in the caverns because the first layer has already cut my frame rate capabilities in half, basically. Build rollers. Can you hook your minecarts up to, say, a windmill in order to power them? Yeah, the minecarts could run over dwarves. It's kind of one of the reasons I want to build my first one in its own little tunnel, so the only people who can be hit and run over by it are the people working on it. More stinky, nasty bodies. Okay. I think what we needed down here, let's see. Actually, this room could be my furnace room, and then we could just have a minecart that comes down and maybe runs along here. I'm gonna build a little bit of all of this. Smelter, we've already got 2 wood furnaces up top. Blast furnace. I know I was gonna originally use this for the craft shops, but more interested in getting some of this other stuff that we haven't actually built yet. I guess that'll be made out of ash, I don't care. A blast furnace. We need 3 magma-safe building material blocks. Okay. Some of these workshops are specifically from the Genesis mod, which means I have no idea what they do at all. And a finishing forge. So, 3, and I'll give this 1 gap. Okay. Smelters. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, those are just used for, like, melting down, say, Goblinite that we get. Which in this case would be Groblinite, I think. We have another litter of wolf pups up there. It's Wolf Fortress. We got 2 flying scorpions in the cavern. And I don't know why. You know what? Maybe they just have really good climbing skill and they just climb along the wall. Due to the number of legs they have, they just stick to it like a spider. Yeah, I might have to start doing some more mining too, because we're also out of stone. Everything. Whoa! Mike Wallace, you've been put in custody. Let's see. We do have some of these rooms set up for justice. I wonder why Mike Wallace was arrested. Let's put some beds in here. What did you do, Mike? In fact, where is Mike Wallace? We'll check the justice screen here in a second. Yeah, I didn't trust Mike or Wallace Mike either. Wallace, where are you hiding at? We can spy. No job. He's being hauled off to be chained up by Deeds right here, who is just dragging him along. Illegal engravings? He's getting 76 days in prison. Oh god, Ultimate Warrior, what did you do? Maybe we didn't make his maces in time. I think that's what it was. Well, I hope that people remember to bring you food and water. So, Mike, what's your thoughts? He doesn't feel anything after being confined. He's dejected after a lack of decent meals for too long. He dreams of mastering a skill. He's a stone dwarf. He has a pet, no friends, and he's not married. I just can't get rid of all these stupid bodies. Let's see, bone stuff. Decorate with bone. See if we can get any just various bone armor going on here. See if we can get rid of some of this crap. Low boots, high boots. A couple bone scepters thrown in there. This is Garbage Fortress is what it is. Let's see how much garbage we can make. There might be a refuse burning workshop, but honestly I've not seen one. Furniture workshop. It's kind of weird. I've never seen that one before. Screw press. Well, maybe there's not. It's possible one of these furnaces that we're setting up could be used to burn it. Let's see. Smelter. Melt a metal object. Tempting. I don't want to make any special bars, and we don't have any stones that we can smelt down into metal right now. That's kind of depressing. Charcoal from cheap wood. Get on it. The altars, I believe, train some type of skill. I'm honestly not entirely sure. I plan to build the altars once I get around to building temples. Also, we'll have him smooth that down. I'm gonna have to destroy this workshop at some point just so I can smooth this little corner down here. Every time I come to this floor, I see it. Don't need those ramps. I don't even think we need these ones. Do a little bit of architectural cleanup here. So, use for burial. No pets, please. There's where Slax is buried, Jzdonka, Shano. We might have a couple other dwarves out there that aren't buried yet. What are all of these? Stray piglets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little piglets came to war. I guess there's no. Apparently we don't have any more workable bones. I've just got piles of bodies and refuse. Let's see. Libby, you're carrying an item to the tomb. It's Problem Sloof's upper right back tooth that got punched out of his head. We matched it to his dwarven body based on dental records. And now we know where it goes. Cremate stuff in the kiln? Hope so. Let's see, collect clay, make instrument pieces. Cremate vermin remains, let's do that. Apparently I don't have any body parts to cremate. Just vermin parts. Well. Okay. That's one strung out dwarf metal. See, we got frogman bodies, groblin bodies. I can't remember what the B is. I think that's a keeper body. But yet there's nothing I can do with them. I'm real tempted to just get rid of these stockpiles completely and place all of my corpses and refuse outside and just let them rot away. Turn these rooms into something else. And there they go. I don't know whose body they're taking there. Libby, you've grabbed Problem Sloof's partial skeleton. No, the one outside is not full of bones. It continues to evaporate away. Okay. I'm actually going to take Dwarf Therapist off here so I can see what's going on in the fortress on OBS while I get some of these guys caught up and named. Let's see, we've got main point. I think we need another Problem Sloof. Problem Sloof the second. We don't have a Slaxer 2. After his pitiful, pitiful death at the hands of a Grobliness. I'm pretty sure she climbed over the wall and did like a suicidal leap on him. Does anybody else know that you're dead before I have to start digging through these names here? This is the right clusterfuck. Kate, we got you. Larian, I don't think you died. Nope. Pretty sure Rilder lived. I think most of the dead people aren't actually in chat tonight. Revy, you died, so what are you gonna be? Revy the third? Revy the third. Well, a lot of those slabs are actually from much older deaths. Peakunk, you're still alive. Faulty entry, I'm pretty sure you're alive. Actually, Faulty, I don't think you ever had a dwarf. Now that I look at it. So there you go. Yeah, I don't think you can view dead dwarfs because as far as I know they get removed from memory. So they don't actually count as dwarves as far as the game is concerned at that point. Let's see, Alien Man, you don't have one. Could have swore you did at one point. One more dwarf, let's see. This one, Ace Noper. You don't have a dwarf yet. Revy and Furby, the Friggin' punching bags of the fortress. Nano, you get a dwarf. And Roadman Killa. And I believe that that will be almost it. This one is Phil Ryder. You did not have one either. Apparently something happened in the game. Celsius takes the Mud Snake. Well, I hope you guys can handle those when I'm not paying attention. And let's see. We'll throw an older name in there. Dark Smelter. As far as I know, the rest of them are goblins or something. Okay. A Keeper Diplomat from Osor Bibio has arrived. And we lost a dwarf. Rest in peace, Celagus. You got your shit kicked in by a mud snake. What were you wearing? You even had the legendary tin hand axe made by Shino. And you still dropped the ball. Okay. You were in the military as well. You're horrible. So I want you to kill all of these mud snakes, including that named one, especially the named one. Go kill all those mud snakes, please. We need to avenge the fallen here. Rest in peace, Celagus. I didn't think that mud snakes were actually aggressive. Celagus has been found dead in the caverns. And here comes the military to avenge his death. If only he had told his squad that he was going out in the field to train or to collect stuff, they could have had his back. See, a caravan from Logum Stagaz has arrived with Wario. Hello, Wario. Why didn't you bring Bowser with you this time? The place is good and ready. Interrupted by a mud snake. The violent... Oh, man, there's a lot of mud snakes. They're all in the water. Military, actually just station yourselves there, please. The Spear Dwarf pools on the embedded spear. So one of the caravan guards climbed a tree to kill that lion. Serpent Folk Diplomat has arrived. It's the trading season, apparently. I remember that Genesis art. Let's see. Grimmeth, you're requested. And let's see what we've got to trade. A Moldog Bone Scepter, just setting off to the side. Aren't Dompel dwarfs the cutest? Oh, they're not even on there. Poor Dompels. An Orcish Diplomat from Renritsu Sonata has arrived. I actually really like the name of that empire for some reason. Renritsu Sonata. I'm kind of shocked the elves didn't show up with them. But they may have staggered their delivery times, their tribute times, in order not to lose face in front of all the other races. So Wario says, I'm your liaison from the Mountain Homes. Let's discuss what's happened. You continue to impress. I have come empowered to elevate this land in the eyes of our realm. The world is, however, the same as ever. So... we don't really need weapons anymore. I'm just gonna focus on various types of armor. One-horned helms, hoods. Since I don't have any type of ore to smelt down yet, we're gonna need all the help we can get. And shields. I'm about to do a lot of exploratory mining at some point. Which I hate. So let's see, they want leather water skins, headwear, prepared mills. Okay. And Mario says, farewell, Ultimate Warrior. So we didn't actually get promoted that time. I'm pretty sure we're good on medical supplies. Like, this hospital is completely full of soap, thread, cloth. It's got everything except powder for casts. And I'm sure the other hospitals set up the same. Another Orcish caravan from Renritsu Sonata has arrived. Check the noble positions, nothing new yet. Possibly once the diplomat leaves and they take their merchants with them. I honestly kind of feel bad for any siege party that does break into our fortress while we've got this many merchants here. Because this would just be a gallery of death. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, it was building the ashery, or the wood furnace that allowed me to create ash that basically fixed our medical